YouTube world, it's your girl Kimberly in the kitchen cooking. You want to know why? For one, hello, I love to cook. It's a great thing. Let's talk about my list. My list of things I love to do, you guys know. Look at my videos that I post. I love gardening. I love cooking. And I love working out. But today, we're going to cook. I am going to channel my inner Curtis Stone. Oh my God, Chef Curtis, love you, man, because you are amazing. The way you cook, fabulous. Feel free to drop me a line, because I would love for you to come to my house and cook me a good meal, because you are totally amazing. I'm a huge fan of yours, and I love the way you cook. It's just fabulous, fabulous, amazing food. So today I thought, I can't go outside. Gardening season is over. It's winter time. I'm in the Midwest. Can't do anything of that. But what I can do is I can cook an amazing meal, perfect for winter time, perfect for cold days, perfect for a Sunday where you don't want to cook. So I'm cooking it a day before. This is a 4-hour process, okay? So if you want to cook this, keep in mind it's going to cook at temperature of 300 degrees in your oven, and it's going to take 4 hours to cook. So don't think, oh, I'm going to throw this together and this is going to be a meal I can just have for some people that are going to be here in an hour. This is not that meal. This is a meal that you cook like the day before or early that morning before your company comes over. What I am cooking today is going to be Chef Curtis Stone's braised beef with horseradish mascarpone, okay? I'm channeling my inner Italian. Yes, I said Italian. Alright, you guys, what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to tell you what's going in the recipe so you'll know. This is going to serve about 6 or so people, depending on, you know, their body type and how hungry they really are. So make sure you have something on the side. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys what's going to go into the recipe. I'm excited. This is my first time cooking it. So for the very first time also in my life, I'm actually going to follow the recipe line for line. I'm not going to add anything different. I'm not going to take anything away, because I want to just try it once in my life to follow a recipe. I consider myself my own personal chef. So a lot of times when I see a recipe and I automatically want to tweak it. I never really want to follow it step for step. So that's what I'm going to do this though, step for step. Okay? I get my recipes from myself. Being able to just be creative within yourself and figure out what you want to put together. Opening up those cabinets, seeing what's in there, throwing something together, making it work. That's one way to cook. Knowing what your preferences is. And I also, of course, family recipes. My great-great-grandmother, my grandmother, my aunts in Mississippi, amazing cooks. So I take recipes from them. But today we're going to use and channel, like I said, my inner Chef Curtis Stone. Love you guys. What we're going to cook today and use, again, braised beef. Look away if you are a vegetarian, because I'm telling you right now, this is the sexiest thing outside of me you're going to see in this video. Bam! There it is. Look at that. Now that is a beautiful, beautiful piece of meat. Marbleized, beautiful. Look at the fat content in there. Perfect, which is what you want. This is not the type of meal that you want a lean cut of meat for, because you need that fat in there to help caramelize the actual taste of the vegetables that are going to go in here, and it gives it a great, I guess, a moist taste to it. So don't go and look for the leanest cut of the boneless chuck roast. You want to make sure that you got a piece that has some fat in it. This will make it good. This cost me about $22 for this, okay? Totally worth it. Then I got another cut here that costs about $14. That's a good looking piece right there, okay? Costs about $14. You don't have to use 2 pieces. It's up to you. The recipe technically calls for 1 3-pound piece that you're going to cut into 8 big chunks like that. You want them to be nice sized chunks, because the meat is going to cook and it keeps the moisture and the juice in there as it's cooking. Then it's going to break down and kind of make it real tender and just amazing. Bellissimo, okay? So make sure you cut it up in big chunks, okay? Then we're going to use kosher salt to go in it. Going to use that taste to preference, not a certain amount. Just make sure you don't put too much. We're also going to use freshly ground black pepper. There's my little grinder, my McCormick grinder of pepper. This is really cool. A lot of people see this and they're like, oh, that's so cool. Guess what? You can put this on when you're having a dinner party. Sit this on the table. Take a beautiful bowl, whatever your color arrangement is on your table. Take a beautiful wide bowl, put it around the label, cover the label up. Sit this on the table. People think, oh, she is fancy. I like that. That's a cute idea. It's just a grinder. Didn't even cost, what, maybe $2 or $3? But your guests will think that you are so fancy. Try it. Put a bowl around it. Put it on the table. It's great for a guest to enjoy that while they're, you know, putting it on their salads or whatever else you cook for that meal. For this also, we're going to use 3 tablespoons of olive oil. There's my olive oil right there. 3 tablespoons is what we're going to use. Okay. We're also going to use 1 cup of dry white wine. Now, this is cooking wine. A lot of people don't understand what is the difference between cooking wine and regular wine. The alcohol content. A lot of times, if you really want your food to have that alcohol kick to it, go ahead, use the white wine. For this, because what goes with beef is a good red wine. You can also use a good red wine to cook with this. But I'm going to go ahead and just use the cooking white wine. Just personal preference, no other reason, just want to try the cooking white wine. If you actually smell it, you would not be able to tell any difference in the smell of this versus any other white wine. It's just the alcohol content is higher in regular white wine than in cooking wine. Okay, so that's what you need to remember about that. We're also going to use 3 cups of low sodium beef broth. There's my low sodium beef broth, Swanson. Okay, we're going to put this in here. We're also going to use 1 pound of white mushrooms. And these are going to be thickly sliced. There's my mushrooms. I'm going to slice these up really, wash them and get them sliced up really thick. That's going in here. We're also going to use 4 shallots. Don't freak out. Shallots are nothing but small mature onions. There are my 4 shallots right there. Okay, that's all they are. They are small mature onions. They have a sweet taste to them and they're really tender. That's the difference between a shallot and a full-size onion. So if you're in your grocery store, don't panic. Don't walk around thinking, oh my God, people are going to stare at me. They're going to think I'm crazy and I don't have a brain to think about what is a shallot. Guess what? You can find these next to garlic at any local grocery store. So there's your level of intelligence right there. If you're looking for a shallot, find the garlic, you'll find the shallot. I'm going to use 4 of those. We're going to cut those up. We're going to slice those, okay? We're also going to use 8 garlic cloves. Now, when you think about a garlic clove, a lot of people who also don't cook, they don't know what a garlic clove is. This is a whole head of garlic. That's how it looks. Beautiful, fresh garlic. That's how it looks. Okay? What is a garlic clove? A garlic clove is basically a piece of the garlic that comes off of the entire portion of the garlic or the head of the garlic. So when you pull that off, like I did on this one, see those in there? Each one of those represent a clove of garlic. This is a clove of garlic when I pull it off. 1 clove. We're going to use 8 of those. I'm channeling also my inner Italian. So I like a lot of garlic. You're going to use 8. 8 garlic cloves chopped up really good. Fresh garlic. Not anything out of a jar. Not anything that you can buy, you know, in the produce department. Get fresh garlic cloves, okay? This is about quality and taste for this particular recipe. You're also going to use a bunch or a bundle of thyme, which is a fresh herb. Don't go and buy the kind that comes in a jar. Go to the produce department and get a fresh bundle of thyme. Oh, man, smell that. Can you guys smell that? Oh, it smells so good. You guys know my favorite herb, of course, is rosemary. But thyme, oh, it's going to make this taste amazing. I'm going to bundle this together and I'm just going to drop it in the pot and let it just seep through the beef and the other herbs that are going to be in there. The other vegetables that are going to be in there, and it's going to smell amazing. I don't want to have it loose or broken up. I'm not going to cut it. I'm not going to chop it. I'm just going to bundle it together and drop it in the pot. So I'm going to use that, okay? And then we're going to use something that most people have never seen. We're going to use horseradish. For the actual sauce on the side, this is going to be the horseradish mascarpone. And guess what I'm going to use? An actual fresh piece of horseradish. That's what this is. You guys are like, is that a root? Yes, this is what horseradish looks like before it makes it to the store, to the manufacturers to chop it up and put it in a jar and make it all saucy. This is what it looks like. Amazing, earthy, beautiful piece of horseradish. I mean, try getting your things fresh, you guys, because you'll learn so much about what you're actually cooking when you take the time to say, you know what, let me not buy something that's in a jar. Let me actually go and get the actual item itself to see if they sell it fresh. And so I can learn about what horseradish actually looks like, what it smells like, fresh like this. So that's what this is. This is going to get peeled, cut off. It's white in the inside, and I'm going to grate this down like a pieces of cheese, and this is also going to make the side sauce that I'm going to use in here, okay? Then we're going to have that is going to be probably like a half a cup or a third of a cup of the fresh horseradish that I'm going to use, okay? We're also going to use 1 cup of mascarpone cheese, and this is what it is. This is a beautiful cheese, a very high quality cheese. It's perfect for making tiramisu and more. That's what this is. Oh, get this from your local grocery store. Go right to the cheese department. Again, this is the name so you guys can know how to spell it. This is the cheese that you need, okay? Beautiful cheese. Look at this. Let me share this, guys. I took a little taste of this yesterday, and I tell you what, I love tiramisu. It's not good for the waistline, so if you have it once a year, that's all you need it for, because it's very, very sweet. Look at that. That is a beautiful cheese. You cannot deny it. It's a good looking. Look at that. Oh, that is so beautiful. You just can't deny it. Quality versus something cheap makes a big difference. Okay, so we're going to use that. We're also going to use, by the way, we're going to use like a cup of the cheese, okay? We're going to use 1/4 cup of heavy cream. There's my heavy cream, okay? And we're going to use 2 tablespoons of fresh lemon. And this is to make the horseradish sauce. 2 tablespoons of fresh lemon. Fresh. This is my lemon right here, okay? So that's what we're going to use. And we're going to use some of the kosher salt and some of the pepper for the actual horseradish sauce. I am making, again, Chef Curtis Stone. I love you, guys. Love you. You're an amazing chef. I'm going to make his braised beef with horseradish mascarpone, okay? And everything that I just told you, it's going to take about a total of 4 hours to make it, okay? And then it'll be ready to go. So everything from the chuck roast to the kosher salt to the olive oil to the dry wine, the beef broth, the white mushrooms, the shallots, the garlics, the thyme, that's all just for the meat. That's what you're going to put in with the meat. The mascarpone cheese, the fresh grated horseradish that we just, I just educated you guys about, that this is what it looks like. The 1/4 of heavy cream and the 2 tablespoons of fresh lemon, that is going to go in to make the horseradish sauce, okay? So I'm going to get to cooking here, get things going, and I'll get back to you guys and show you how things are cooking in Kimberly's Kitchen. Make sure you subscribe, and happy eating. Love you guys.